Okay, so the co-main event, right? Steve Erceg against Osbourne. And this one came together last minute. So we were fighting up at Bantamweight. You know, Ode stepped in after Park Yong-song got moved. But it was just like, this is interesting, right? Because Ode hits hard. You know what I mean? Hits hard, and Erceg has admitted he was nervous in the Moreno fight because of the knockout. So it's just like, ooh, how will this be? You know, because you can talk about, oh, I've come to a realization and, you know, that was holding me back. So now onwards, I'm going to be doing this. It's like easy to say, but how does that actually figure once you're out in the arena, as it were? You know what I mean? And I've got to say, this fight probably was the best, you know, outcome for Erceg. You know what I mean? And I say that because, hey, we start off and nearly straight away, right? Osbourne catches Erceg. And it was like one of them shots that's kind of behind the ear, and Erceg was rocked. Oh my day. Like, he staggers all over the shot, falling into the fence, and Osbourne is on him. You know what I mean? Just on him, throwing shots and everything. Erceg was very smart because he went for the takedown, right? He didn't get it straight away. He's like just on Osbourne, clinched up, head pressed aside, you know, trying to avoid damage, all of that job. And, he needed that, because if they were out in the open, maybe it's over, right? Maybe it's over if that's the case. But yeah, he's looking for the takedown to, you know, reconglomerate, right? Now, he, in the end, right, in trying to get the takedown, Osbourne falls on top of him. And it is one of them ones, Osbourne did look bigger, right? Did look bigger than Erceg, you know? So there was that, right? So he's on top, but Erceg does manage to, you know, stay relatively safe. He you know, Osbourne landed some big shots for sure, but yeah, it was best scenario for Erceg. And I say this is the best result for him because in taking that big shot and surviving, it now kind of takes away the knockout, right? Because he realizes, oh, I can take that shot, right? I can be okay afterwards. Not every time I get hit, I'm going to get knocked out. It's like, okay, I got hit big, I didn't get knocked out, and I was able to survive, right? So he now knows that firmly about himself. You know, you can understand, like, he's taken big shots before, you know what I mean? But all that was probably on his mind was the knockout. So now he's got this, right? So, yeah, the first round was most definitely Osbourne's, right? Most definitely Osbourne's. Second round, though, and in that first, the speed, that was the thing. It was funny because in the corner, his cornerman was just like, oh, so we know he's probably got the speed advantage. And the way Erceg was like, yeah, it was kind of like, yeah, no shit. No shit, motherfucker. You're not the one getting hit, you know? But a second round, this is where we see the shift, because Erceg Osbourne hasn't necessarily slowed, but Erceg, he's landing his right more, and he's selling the feint more, right? He's going for takedowns. He gets a few, but Osbourne is doing a decent job of stopping them. But yeah, the feints are definitely slowing Osbourne, right? Making him less more tentative to strike. And that's also allowing Erceg to land more. So the second round, and also, like, we have some interesting scrambles on the floor, right? There's, Erceg takes Osbourne down. Osbourne reverses, Erceg then gets him. So you have some interesting stuff on the ground, right? And, looking at it, I definitely would say that Erceg probably takes that second round. Just because he probably landed the better shots, throwing the takedowns and everything like that, And then in the third round, Erceg, he's able, he gets the back, he's looking for the rear naked, he's landing more. Osbourne is definitely slowed now. And he's still Osbourne is still landing, but now the takedown is more prevalent, right? So there is more reasons to think, to wonder, like, what's coming my way, right? Now, Osbourne took this on short notice, so the performance he put out there, you know what I mean? Because, like he said, he wouldn't have got a shot at Erceg if he hadn't have taken this short notice fight, which is very true when you look at the rankings and everything like that. Now, what this fight does, right? Osbourne lost it. It was 29-28. But Osbourne put on a really good performance. You know what I mean? Really good performance. And he showed he can hang. It's like when Erceg fought Pantoja. He showed he could hang. You know what I mean? So, going forward, we should probably see some really good matchups for Osbourne, because motherfucker is dangerous. I mean, the bad thing is, there's probably a load of people that are like, I don't know if I want to fight Osbourne. You know what I mean? With that takedown defense and everything, I don't know if I want to fight Osbourne, because, you know what I mean? On short notice, he was stopping a lot of the takedowns. So with an actual camp, training for a specific person in mind, I think it only gets better, right? It only gets better. So woe be the person who faces Ode Osbourne next. That's the thing, right? Woe be to you. And Steve Erceg, boy, definitely, erased ghosts and put his name back out there as being, a contender, right? A tough motherfucker. So yeah, this was a very good fight and a really good, conclusion for Steve Astro Boy Erceg, right? So after this one, how the fuck is the main event gonna be? You know what I mean?